long years, you knew this day would come. The ring of power. It has been found.
They will find the ring and kill the one who carries it.
They're coming.
I mean, I've had a wonderful ability to combat tiredness and stress because I have always wanted to make movies. I've always wanted to direct films, and ever since I was 9 years old. And to be the filmmaker who's making The Lord of the Rings is actually the ultimate, really. And so any time that I got stressed or tired or felt exhausted, I just would say to myself, look, you're making The Lord of the Rings, and I'd immediately kind of perk up again.
The ring must be cast back into the fires of Mount Doom.
There is evil there that does not sleep.
Not many times you get a chance to sort of play a warrior, and with a sword and a shield, and you're in with your comrades fighting,
It's like a 10-year-old fantasy.
Yeah, I mean, I used to watch these films when I was a kid, and we were just talking about Jason and the Argonauts, which I always liked that film. Somebody mentioned it earlier, and it's sort of got that, it feels like that to me. I just think, God, I'm in one of those films now. I'm doing that, what they were doing. It's great.
I have to leave the Shire. Sam and I must get to Bree.
Right. Buckleberry Ferry. Follow me.
Did he read the books?
I don't know.
Hapless? We're a simple folk, but we are, hapless.
No, we enjoy the simple things in life, but I think hobbits are quite, they think quite hard. Certainly Bilbo and, Frodo are quite pensive.
It's hard to see yourself as small, even when, it's kind of cool in the movie to see you next to the other people who are bigger, but it's hard to, I remember being there, or sort of, I don't know, it's weird to even describe.
It's weird. Because, as a hobbit, you don't think of yourself as small.
Yeah.
Because, you're from the Shire and everyone's the same height as you.
Sure.
So for these 4 hobbits, everyone else is extraordinarily large. So it's not, they don't have a complex about being small, they're just freaked out by all these tall people, But as an actor, to see yourself like that, it is quite strange, actually.
But we felt very strongly that we didn't want to make a fantasy film. We felt that making a fantasy film would be a dangerous thing to do. And in a way, it's a genre that Hollywood has never really done that well. And so we thought it was much more interesting to approach the Lord of the Rings as if it was historical, as if these things actually happened. These are real people. This was on our world. It's not another planet like some people think. Middle Earth is our world about 7,000 years ago. It's a sort of prehistory. And so we put so much detail into it because we felt that would give it a feeling of authenticity. We thought we would find Frodo in England. We were sure he'd be a young English actor, probably an unknown actor. And so we went to England, we met 200 actors. We still hadn't found Frodo. We were getting worried. And then a videotape turns up in the mail, and the videotape's from Elijah Wood. Now, you have to realise I'd never seen an Elijah Wood film in my life at that point, and my partner, Fran, had seen The Ice Storm, and she said, no, he's a fantastic actor. He's a really great young actor. We should check out his tape.
I did my own audition tape, yeah.
That's fun.
They gave me a few scenes, and I ended up going into the woods and filming a few scenes. My friend George Wang, the guy who directed Swimming with Sharks, shot it for me, and we kind of cut it together that night. And
Not
I gave
a bad friend.
Yeah, no, he's a good guy. And I gave the video to the casting director the next day.
And anyway, we put the tape in, and what Elijah had done is he'd rented himself this cheesy little hobbit costume. He'd got a friend of his to go up in the woods somewhere, and he'd videotaped his own audition as Frodo, and he was like doing stuff from the book, and we looked at this tape and we thought, God, this is Frodo. I mean, honestly, I didn't know Elijah's work, and I had just seen 200 young actors, and I suddenly saw Frodo, and I was just so thrilled. It was my luckiest day on this film, really, and thank heavens Elijah sent that tape in.
I cannot do this alone.